It's another episode of Turn It Up WA. I'm Lucy, and this week the Novocaines are coming into the studio for a chat. Where do you guys hope to go from here?
Hopefully back to America again.
Yeah.
Soon.
South by Southwest.
Yeah.
Twice.
I've been nagging everybody that I want to move over there. So.
Plus, I've got loads of new video clips from great Western Australian bands. First off today, though, I'm going to give you Sugar Army with Acute.
His aim was sharper than his lovers, acute sense of judgment. Where have the days gone? The day he frowned on his disfigurement despite its beauty. Where have the days gone? Today he found himself waiting.
I've got Chris Dimitrov here in the studio with me, and Chris is the coordinator of AmpFest. Thanks so much for coming in today, Chris.
No problem, thanks for having me.
So tell us, what exactly is AmpFest?
AmpFest is a live music competition open for bands, duos and original artists who write their own music. They have to have an average age of 12 to 25 for the band members. It's been running since 2003. It's an initiative of the councils of Subiaco, Mosman Park and Claremont and Peppermint Grove. And yeah, it's basically a band competition with prizes up to $10,000 worth of prizes for them to compete for.
So who are some of the young talented musicians that you've found that have won in the AmpFest comp before?
Probably the biggest name is Tame Impala.
Oh wow.
They were actually called the DD Dums when they entered back in 2005, and they came runners-up actually.
Who won that year?
And the winning band was Mink Muscle Creek, who actually have members of Tame Impala. So that's sort of, you could say,
So
kick-started their career. Yes, they're certainly the biggest name to go on and be huge. And since then we've had bands like Goodnight Tiger who are doing quite well. They won last year's competition. So yeah, a huge diversity of bands have entered and won.
And what are some of the prizes they can win?
The best thing about it is recording time. It's about $10,000 worth of recording time and mixing, mastering their album or their EP. Also it buys them photography sessions, equipment from Zenith Music and all that sort of stuff. So really it's just a huge kickstart to their career.
Yeah, especially when they're such young members and they're struggling to get started, it would make such a huge difference.
Absolutely.
So if people want to get involved in next year's competition, how should they go about it?
Well, the best way to do it is to go on the AmpFest website and Facebook and just check out when the entries are open. Usually they open around May, so just look out on those sites for the entry dates, and in Express and Drum and all the street press.
And so is it just for people that are already in bands, or can other people get involved?
No, not at all. Usually AmpFest encourages new young artists to give themselves an opportunity to play for the first time. And in fact, I think we've led to many bands forming specifically to enter AmpFest. So it's designed to give kids encouragement to really, start a band. But like I said, it's not just for bands, it's for solo artists. So anyone can enter really if they write their own music and don't mind getting up on stage for 20 minutes.
So any advice that you've got for people thinking about entering next year?
Yeah, definitely start writing songs and recording them. They can just be home demos, they don't have to be a professional production, but certainly you need at least 2 songs to submit to enter. This year we had over 70 bands enter and we can only choose 15.
Wow.
So your songs have to kind of match up to the standard to get a place on the heats.
Excellent. Well, best of luck with the rest of the competition.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for coming in for a chat.
You're welcome.
Côté la case, mais il n'est pas le même vibration. Mais il n'est pas le même vibration côté la case, mais il n'est pas le même vibration. Ah, mon pays, il manque à moi. Des fois, il demande à moi, oui, c'est que m'y fait loin. Ah, mon zé, moment, il manque à moi. Faut m'y apprendre vivre, m'y apprendre à moi en mer. Ma son de la mer, si mon départ pour apprendre à faire des 300 de track. Mais quand mes fait, tout mon poulet, et dans les papiers, chez les grillés. vibration côté la case, mais il n'est pas le même vibration. Il n'est pas le même vibration côté la case, mais il n'est pas le même vibration. Ah, mon aimé, mon cœur doudou, mes voyages, mes méconnus, sur ma croise à où. Ah, mon dalon, mon caflabou, moi la partie, mais comme moi, vanni fou. Vos papa, mon monde dans le nage, toute mon famille. Vos autres tracasses, mais comme moi, n'est pas problème, ni vos dada, néné, cousins, camaraderie. Ah, c'est moi, vanni, pour dire à autres, cause à moi la vie. Ou que ça, moi la vie. Ou que ça, moi la vie. Ou que ça, moi la vie, grand car. Ou que ça, moi la vie, grand tout béton. Ou que ça, moi la vie, gros loto. La vie est manière, la vie est notre façon, la musique transée est notre façon de causer. Elle a trouvé un bon Dieu, appelle la vie la foi, la mettre à moins d'au bout, la musique tremble ton bois. Moi elle a fait la fête, cause elle ne m'y connaît pas. Danser, couler, serrer, frauder, tirer, pas. Moi elle a trouvé l'amour, appelle la l'Himalaya. Et l'amour pour toujours, serre à moi dans ton bras. Serre à moi, à moi, à moi, à moi, à moi. Serre à nous, à nous, à nous, à nous, à nous. Nous sommes la vie qui s'est coulée. Pour m'y me sente maloya. Pour mes coups c'est maloya. La musique, mon maman, mon papa,